So the opener is the Can-Am Connection versus Don Muraco and Bob Orton Jr. in a match that goes for 5.5 minutes. This one ends when Martel hits a crossbody as he comes off the rope and gets the pin on, I'm not sure who, can't remember who. Martel looks delighted with this victory. He looks absolutely ecstatic, and the fans respond well. Tom, I guess I should go to you.
Yeah. First of all, you've forgotten to mention that obviously the Fink is the ring announcer. Again, another check for this pay-per-view is the Fink. This match is quite funny. It's really, really short. It's seemingly quite quick. And it's got all the hallmarks of your classic WWE or WWF tag match. Initial strength from the bigger heels, technical babyface kind of overcomes that. Heels cheat to get an advantage, hot tag, melee involving everyone, and then a double team win. And that's basically how the match ends. It's really quick, but it's your kind of run of the mill tag match. I didn't realise that Cowboy Bob Orton was also Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. So he's got 2 nicknames.
Were you not on the episode where I basically went through all of Bob Orton Jr.'s nicknames over and over again on the same episode?
I don't remember.
I think it must have been Saturday Night's Main Event 5, and I think Matt and Old Man were on it with me, and I was like, there's another one as well. He had another name because he was in a boxing match. So they were like, oh, it's the Ace. I can't remember what it was now. But I was like, oh, Ace Cowboy, Bruiser, Bob Orton, or whatever it was. I can't remember. And I said it every single time I spoke about him. So
yeah, but this match is quite fun. I quite enjoyed it. The hot tag for Rick Martel is tremendous. The crowd is so into it. And Rick Martel is it's so funny because the majority of my knowledge of Rick Martel is him as the model, the heel, but he spent the majority of his career, all of it up until that point, as a babyface, and he's such a tremendous white meat babyface. Not the best white meat babyface on the show, we'll come to that later, but he's amazing. Tom Zenk plays his part really well. Don Muraco's huge, like he looks like he's about to burst at any moment. But it is a really, really fun match, and it kind of just gets the ball rolling. The crowd is so hot as well. They're so hot for this match right at the beginning. It just sets the tone for the rest of the show. Really like this match.
There was a pay dispute with Tom Zenk, which is why Tom Zenk left later in 1987 and was replaced by Tito Santana, and then that's when Rick Martel and Tito became Strikeforce. And in fairness, Tito prior to this was actually a big single star, and the reason they were willing to sacrifice him as a single star and put him in a tag team was because they had planned for the Can-Am Connection to be the top babyface tag team in the company. So Zenk probably made quite a big mistake. Obviously, we don't know what WWF were trying to do in terms of his contracts. They may have been really trying to lowball him, but still. Also, Don Muraco, he would continue to try and stay large for most of his wrestling career, and he looks a little bit worse for wear if you watch some of the early ECW stuff that's available on the network from like 93. He's one of their kind of early stars, and he's got a very, very large beer belly by this point.
Lovely.
So he's quite muscular, but just got a huge belly with it.
Like Sheik. The Iron Sheik's got a bit of a gut as well, hasn't he? But he's
worse than the Sheik. But yes, similar idea.
Did you notice that Gorilla calls Tom Zenk the excellence of execution?
Yes. Well, this brings up a very interesting thing here. So yesterday, as we're recording this, I retweeted something that somebody else had said. Basically, someone had sort of put out a tweet saying, oh, things that you didn't realize until very recently about wrestling. And somebody called Matt Harris, don't know who he is, said, how about the excellence of execution because he's a hitman? Like three days ago, I realized this watching an old Boston Garden show. Yeah. And I thought, well. And so I tweeted it saying, we were today years old when we realized this. But then someone, I think it was Daniel Emanuel, regular listener, shout out to Dan, sort of said, well, that wasn't why, because Gorilla Monsoon used to call people excellence of execution quite regularly. And he did. In fairness, anyone who was a decent technical wrestler, Gorilla Monsoon called them that. But it stuck in the case of Bret Hart, and I can only assume that they realized the connection as well and thought, well, just stick with this as a thing. Excellence of execution, it fits with the hitman, it fits with the sharpshooter, all good.
Oh, do you know, I've never even thought about that either.
No.
The sharpshooter.
No, me neither. But I was like, whoa, crazy.
Oh, he is the best, isn't he?
So many levels.
I know.